Okay guys, now I am coming back with another quick and easy recipe. Now what I started out with was just a can of the apple filling, and I'm just going to try to get this last little bit out, and then just some cream cheese. And I actually just let the cream cheese sit out so it can get softened a little bit. That way it can mix a little bit easier. Next, I'm going to be coming in with some brown sugar. Now you can use regular sugar. I just actually like brown sugar because it gives the stuff just a little bit more like of a buttery, caramely taste. And I'm just eyeballing this, just so I'm not really measuring it. So it's probably like half a cup to 3/4 cups or so. And then I'm just going to also add a little bit of vanilla. So we have some real vanilla extract, because I know you guys was dying on the inside with the imitation vanilla. And if this is not open, every time I'm gonna have to hand this to my person because I will be all day. Thanks. I didn't know it wasn't opened. Just a little bit of vanilla. I'm gonna rip this off. And sometimes, because every time I do that, it be this type of situation. I'll be like, let me make sure that this is open. Of course, I didn't do that today, but it's okay. Now I'm just gonna come in with a little bit of cinnamon. Now you guys know that I love cinnamon, so I'm always heavy on it. Like I said, when you're cooking for you and your family, you can always adjust to your liking. I like cinnamon, so I'll always be a little bit heavy on it. Now I didn't intend for that to happen. Get this mixer. Now I thought I had it in there. Like one of these is like one locks and then the other one doesn't, but you have to have them right or it won't do right. Let's see. See, there you go. So I'm just gonna mix this up. Like I said, I did leave the cream cheese out. That way that when I got ready to mix it, it would just mix together really, really good. And it won't be like lumpy, because sometimes if the cream cheese is still a little bit too cold, it'll be lumpy. Hold on, let me stop this, get that down. So wanted to just make sure that I really had it really softened, really, really good. This is just a tweak on another recipe, and I'm just trying like different variations of it. So I'm just gonna try to get all of this mixed up and ready to go. Okay. I'm gonna just move this a little bit to the side. Next, I'm just going to just be mixing some sugar and some cinnamon together, because you have to kind of sprinkle the cinnamon kind of like on the bottom and then on the top. So I'm just coming in and I'm just gonna try to make enough so I'll have enough to do the bottom and the top, and then I won't have to make any more. So I'm just gonna get this stirred up. Let's see if I need to add any more cinnamon. I might. Like when I cook with cinnamon, I want my stuff to taste like cinnamon. I want to be able to really taste it. And I love cinnamon. So for me, I don't think I ever added too much to where I was like, oh, that's just too much cinnamon. But sometimes you can be a little bit heavy on stuff, and then it's like, oh, that's too much. But okay. So I'm going to just set this to the side. So once I'm ready to rock and roll, it will be ready to go. Next, I'm coming in with my pan. And I'm just gonna spray it with some oil. I'm gonna try to move it a little bit away from him because every time I spray, I be getting the cameras. So sometimes I'll try to like spray beforehand so I really don't get him. And next I'm just coming in with some crescent rolls. Now this is the butter flake one. You can use whichever one you like. We just basically, well, what I kind of did today is I just kind of looked to see what we had in the fridge and kind of what I could make with it. Like, okay, let's clean the fridge out. Let's see what we have. Let's see what we can make. Let's see. I need this to roll out in one piece. Every time I work with dough, it's just some nonsense. Just be like, see? And that's just because together, but I don't want to keep messing with this because this, like I said, it's just super soft and I don't want to. I sprayed the pan so the stuff should come out of it okay. So I'm not going to keep like touching it and keep messing with it. I'm just going to keep rolling. So with this, I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of the cinnamon sugar on the bottom. That's why I didn't really try to make the filling too sweet, because I knew that I was gonna be coming in with cinnamon sugar on the bottom. So I didn't want to make the filling too sweet because I knew that it was gonna be some additional sugar added. So it just was like, nah, don't do that because then you'll make it too sweet. So I just kind of want to get it sugared good enough to where I'm not wasting any in the end, because I've had instances where I made too much and then in the end I would have a lot of cinnamon and sugar left over. So I'm just going to get this poured over. Just pour it into 2 different clumps so I can try to get this spread out as evenly as I can. Okay. And this will be perfect for the holidays. Like I said, you can do so many different variations with this. The holidays is coming up, so you could do this with some cream cheese and some pumpkin filling. I think that that would be really good. That'll be an alternative just to just the straight cream cheese. Because I know I've had the one that just had cream cheese. So it's like, you know, it's so many different variations of this that you can try. And like I said, with the holidays coming up, I think the pumpkin would be a good variation to give this a try. Now, I know that I've seen this recipe before, and it was like 2 blocks of cream cheese and 2 cans of the apple. That's entirely too much. If this right here, 1 block. Okay guys, now I went and got the the roll that was in the refrigerator that is not all ridiculous. Now see, this is how it's supposed to do. And I might just use some of those other pieces because the other one was stretched out so it fit on here a little better on the bottom. But I'm just going to use these couple of strips that were left over from the first one. Like I say, a piece of the puzzle. Also, see, that's perfect. There you go. Right? Right. Okay. This is wonky. I'm not the one to do a lot of stuff with my hands. I know you guys are going to have a field day with this one, but it is okay. Now next I'm just going to come back in with the cinnamon sugar and just get it sprinkled. do it like one time and then see if I need to add any more somewhere. Woo, that was a little bit heavy. Okay. Now really, you're supposed to press the seams together, but like I said, I just wasn't trying to overly touch it. And then this one, I just was trying to get it on the top with less aggravation to me and the dough. So it's like I'm just trying to get it done. Now I'm just going to go ahead and get this popped in the oven. See, this is what I was saying, the leftover sugar. That's why I was like, well, I don't want to put too much on the bottom and then I don't have enough for the top, but then I didn't want to have it where I had it wasted. So I'm going to go ahead and get this popped in the oven. I'm looking at the temperature. So the temperature for the crescent rolls is 375, but I'm gonna probably put this in at 350. That way everything can just get cooked and get cooked evenly. So I would say about 30 minutes or so, but I will tell you the exact time that I cook this on when I come back. So I will see you in a minute. Okay guys, now I took this out of the oven and I actually let it sit for a while because I wanted the middle to go ahead and set. Now I ended up cooking this at 350 for about 40 minutes or so. And what I love about the glass pans is that you can look on the bottom, and I looked on the bottom and I seen that it was super brown. So I was like, okay, it is time for that to come out. And I wanted to let it sit for a minute because I wanted to make sure that the filling set good enough that I would be able to take it out. Oh, that looks good. Oh man, that looks so good.
Oh, that looks real good actually.
I'm like, ooh.
That's a perfect like bread and gooiness texture.
That's perfect. Okay, so I am going to take a bite. Ew, yummy. Mmm. Mmm. Mmm.
Ooh, she dancing.
Yeah. Ooh, that is good.
Yes.
Okay, so that's just the crescent rolls and then the block of cream cheese, the can of apple filling, and I whipped it together with about half a cup of brown sugar, and then you mix cinnamon and sugar together and sprinkle it on the bottom crust, and then do your filling, put your top crust and then cinnamon and sugar. So there you guys have it. You guys go ahead and give this a try. So until next time, bye.